It would help if Mike's slot was plugged into number 1 after last night's show. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go? Am I too... Hello? Oh, oops. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm sorry here. Things change between shows from last night to tonight. Ah, there we go. There we go. But now I'm not yelling enough. No, I'm not yelling enough. Oh my gosh, this is why they have multiple studios in Hollywood. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, June 10th, and you are watching The Daily Dan. Play the music. Play the music. Oh wait, I still hear this music. Wow, amateur hour. Coming off of a great show too, where we were able to get somebody to take our fish tank. Good morning, everybody. It's time to get up. Stand up, wake up, stretch up. Stop doom scrolling, because The Daily Dan is here to save your day. Nancy says, hello, Dan. Hello, Nancy. Get out of here. There you go. Got to get that off that screen. I don't know what's going on with the cat cam today. It's got like no frame rate. I'm not sure what's going on with that over there. Things are always zany and odd after... Yeah, I don't know why it's so choppy. After I do different shows. Like, I had this all in the living room last night. For those of you guys that showed up with a super fun night of Quiplash. Oh my gosh, last night was awesome, was it? I couldn't tell what was going on. I couldn't tell if it was good or not. I mean, we had a lot of fun and stuff like that, but I couldn't hear much of... I didn't have headphones on, so it felt real empty to me, but it was a lot of fun. We'll definitely be doing it again. Already been up 6.5 hours. Nice. Good way to start your day. I'm only like on an hour of being awake. Yes. Dan and his hiccups. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk about my hiccups. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. It was a lot of fun though. It was a lot of fun. After the stream was over, I shuffled around for the next hour and put everything back over here. Today we're facing, well, it's between the hours of 8 and 5. So this is my office. So over there is the break room on the other side of this wall here. The rec room is over here. You can sit there and play cards or do whatever you want here. There's the couch. There's a bathroom over there, so this is the landing zone for the bathroom. So there's a couch there in case you need to lay down. What's up, RFS Dan? Hello, Nathan. Welcome. Hope you had a good week. But yes, a lot of fun was had by all last night. It was a lot of fun. That was hilarious. We'll do it again. I did not receive preferred code access for my birthday. My family doesn't even receive preferred code access. I just put I just put it on mute because all the times we played. Oh, my family keeps on asking me for the code beforehand. I'm like, it don't work that way. Some restrictions apply. See details for whatever the rest of it is. But like, I know, like, excuse me, I couldn't. It was a lot of fun though. It was a lot of fun. I liked a lot of people that showed up. It was a little odd for me to play games like this and stuff, especially as the audience grows. It feels weird. Good morning. What is up, Steve? I gotta feed Spencer. Soon I gotta feed Dan. I gotta feed me. Those rooms were filling up in a flash last night. I know even I didn't get in. I wish there was more of those games that had interaction like that, and I'll look into them where the audience can play as well without having to play. That works fun, but I can only do so much of that game. You know, I can only do so much of that game. Last night was so much fun. Was it? Okay, good. Time to let Kumiko out. Yeah, let's let Kumiko out. Today I'm facing the opposite way of where I'm usually facing. Oh, she just ran into the security door when I opened up the big door. You gotta wait, Kumiko. There you go. And out she goes. Oh, smack my computer there. So usually I'm facing, the camera's usually facing me with the wall right here. But today we're facing into my house, which is almost completely clean. I got a couple computer boxes there I got to break down and throw away. And just some junk that I threw from my desk last night out of the way onto the table so we could live stream. Otherwise, the house is back to normal, better than ever. And I feel good about the stuff that I've tossed away. Shoot, we were going to go on a trip. Well, Blake's sleeping in that back room. Ooh, no, I won't be Daily Dan in tomorrow. I'll figure it out. Because that back room's still a mess. But, all the stuff set in there for, next time we have, some downtime. Because I need a break from this. Crystal and I both need a break from all that cleaning that we did. I will pull back everything out and go through it all again. It still needs 1 to 2 more revisions, but we got everything that was in that room super high and cluttered down to a manageable space and into a room that was almost half as small. You know? So definitely I'll end up showing you guys. The audience was the audience definitely has more power than the players. It seemed that way. We've played this game for a few years on stream, but we would never get more than like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 audience members. We were getting a lot of audience members, and that really did affect the game. That really did. I got in a few times. Yeah, I saw some people were just like, I just can't get in. And I think the secret is after you're watching for a while, bring it up on your phone or bring it up on whatever and hit that refresh button. Hit that refresh button, because sometimes it'll pick up a half a second or so, you know? Sometimes when I'm watching something on here and then I'll go turn it on the Apple TV so I could get it off of what's going on the computer here, it'll be like a little bit ahead. So it just depends. It just depends on what it's streaming. So like for instance, when Jess does a live stream, we have the chat up here, right? And the chat goes on, and Steve and I moderate it. Steve can get the stuff like way quicker than I can. By like 1001, by like 2 seconds like quicker than I can. Probably because he's closer to Jess and the information doesn't have to hop as many nodes as it does to take all those freeways to get down all the way to my eyes here in California. But I notice that all the time, that he's snappier on it because I think he sees the stuff a few seconds before I do. So, you know, it just depends. It just depends on where you're at. Oh my gosh, I'm just like fighting with this cable. See, here's what happens on Dantex when I'm always pulling my ear up. Even though I like tuck it to myself, it still like somehow finds a way to like slide down. It's okay. Had to get up at 5 a.m. so I could eat before. We'll be napping later. Oh, food sounds so good. But it's gotta cross the border though. That's right, huh? It's just gotta wait there for 6 weeks like Sam's stickers. I just got here. I know that shirt. Yes, I got this dye at a thrift store for like $2. Nah, just kidding. Blake outgrew it. Dye sent this shirt to Blake, and then Blake's too big for it. So now he's passed it down to his dad, or I will wear it. They're like, what do we do with this shirt if Blake outgrew it? I'm like, I'm taking it and putting it on. I got McDonald's for breakfast. No, McDonald's has the worst breakfast. Enjoy your McBurps later. Sorry. I want McCheeseburger. I'm trying to quit. I've had McDonald's like every day for like the last 2 weeks. I'm trying to stop. And yesterday I told myself no more. Today I told myself no more. And the day before I said no more. And I think I have to go out in public today because I still have to find where that baker's chocolate is. If you guys remember last night, I was a little buzzy. But I have to go out, and then like I have to pass the McDonald's, and I don't have any willpower. And then McDonald's stopped giving me the good coupons, so I don't have any good coupons from McDonald's. So I end up getting a McDouble and a McChicken. And if the Angels won last night, I get free medium fries. Or sometimes if they win by a certain number, I get like free 6-piece nuggets. But there's no good coupons. All my coupons are gone. My 40% off 10-piece chicken McNuggets is gone. This is first world problems right here, my friends. I like the pancakes. Their pancakes are good. I like their pancakes. McDonald's has great pancakes. They do, okay. They do. I quit eating McDonald's a long time ago. Megan, you're a better person than I am, because that's where I'm stuck. Is like I can't, like, all I want right now is the taste of like, can you hear the chicken McNugget? When you bite into it, can you hear the chicken McNugget? Which, you know, sorry Jess, I don't think you're watching, Jess, but we ruined McNuggets for you, so they have a whole new meaning now. And like, and the Coke and the fizziness of their particular Coke on a good day, oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't. Sausage and egg McMuffin, minus the egg. It's the egg part that makes me all like, oh. Dude, one day we went mountain bike riding up into the mountains, and like, I had McDonald's beforehand, and it was like not fun climbing that hot mountain up and down. Oh, Dan, you missed a super chat. Oh my gosh, I did. Here we go. Hannah Rogers with the super chat. Hi Hannah. Hey Dan, I'm back, and I finally graduated from high school. Congratulations. Was it a 2021 graduation, or was it a 2020 graduation delayed to 21? I need to know. But congratulations. It's summertime. I'm sure you're gonna go right into college, but you know, if you take that year off, it's summertime. Good job. You've made it now further in the education level than I ever did. Congratulations. Okay. Let's see. Hey Dan, hi. Okay, I read your super chat. Yeah, sorry. It's okay. I missed Brittany's like one time a long time ago too. I'm used to crystal grabbing them or reading them, or a lot of the times on a stream, it's so hard, guys. Like somebody will say something, like Jim Johnson said something earlier, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna read that in just a second, and then I'm waiting, or Crystal's talking, or I'm doing something, and you have to wait for that pause break. Psh, I'm a goldfish. Right out of there. It's Dory for sure. They were gonna call it Danny, but you know, I wouldn't give him the likeness right, so Dory it is. So that's one of the hard things about reading the chat. So thank you guys so much for reminding me. And it's not that I just like ignore it. It's just like I'm gonna get to that, and then it's like the chat screen. As soon as it goes off the chat screen, it goes out of here. There's not much hard drive space going on, you know. Yes, but yeah, congratulations on graduating high school, especially during the midst of a pandemic where you're still a kid and you're watching like every adult in America just be screwy. So good job. It gets different. Yeah, yes. The folded egg is frozen and reheated. Which one is that? Is that from another place? Let's see. The folded egg on sandwich is like a scrambled egg, but they don't do the folded egg at McDonald's, huh? Because Jess said that they cracked eggs, and I think Jason, when he worked there, I point like to Crystal's brother's old room, to Jason's old room over there, like he's still here, not in Chicago, Aurora. I guess they cracked the eggs, but why are they different than any other egg ever if they're just cracking egg? If I bring my own egg to McDonald's and they crack it for my McMuffin, my McBurpfest, will it taste like a McMuffin, or do they do something to their eggs? Are they Ronald fed farm eggs? You know? But anyway, I don't like any egg or breakfast at any place. Egg burritos from like an eatery are the best. You know, those big old egg burritos, that's fine. But I'm not an egg fan anyway. I don't like them young. Like I want them like breaded and chicken. So, you know, I don't really want to eat them scrambled. I need them to grow to bigger things so then I can eat them in other ways. University is a lot easier than people make it out to be. Trust me. Yes. I learned that welcome to 13th grade next year when you go to school. You just get a little bit more liberties and a lot less people have their eye on you. But yes, like community college or university stuff like that is just like more high school with the same people. I have not had eggs from any fast food place. I hate eggs. Like, you just hate eggs, like, period, right? Like, no eggs for you at all. Dang, what was it like growing up listening to the Humpty Dumpty fairy tale? Like, did that just make you, like, want to barf? Or, like, how did that happen? Or were you stoked when they couldn't put them back together again? You're like, dude, if only they couldn't put them back together again, I could sleep well at night. I could sleep well. You know, I could see Humpty Dumpty haunting you in your dreams. And what's up with Tweedledee and Tweedledum? Are they Humpty's like quiet kids? You know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger kids? What is up, Second Street Marvel? What's up, Trinity? Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to make an appearance here on the Daily Dan one of these days. I hope you're doing well, and what's gonna be a hot next week. Whew. College was way better than high school for me. It wasn't for me because like, okay, so like I went to high school. So, like, I went to kindergarten and crapped my pants. Then I went to, no, it was preschool. Then I went to, like, second grade twice. Then, after 13th grade, I stopped going to high school. And then, like, I signed up for AVC, which is AV College. This is where Blake goes to. This is our community college. And I signed up for AVC, but, like, there's nobody there to, like, parent you anymore. Like, there's nobody there to hold your hand. You know, I'm 18 going on 14 at that point. So, like, I'm like the reverse Doogie Howser. Like, he's so old, but let's put him back in elementary school. You know, like, I'm the reverse of that. So, it's just, if you are good at self-task and self-management and self, like maintaining, you're going to love it because everybody just leaves you alone. That's like, Crystal graduated college a year early or high school a year early because they're like, she's like, I don't want to be here. What can I do to get out of here? They're like, do you want to double up your classes? And she's like, all right. And then she just did it real quick because she would do that. If somebody told me that I was going to have my classes doubled up, oh my gosh, it might be the big one. I can't do no Red Fox, but it might be the big one for me. Oh my gosh, one time I had to take a 0 period just to try to make up when we were trying to go through the phases to see where I was going to make up credits at. And I just couldn't do it. And I had a 6 o'clock a.m. class, and I'm an early bird too. I'm like, dude, this is stupid. This is not life. The stork did not drop me off at the front door to do 0 period. College, I wasn't bullied. Yeah, you know what? I wonder how that stops. I wonder with all that crap that goes on in high school, you know, growing up to, you know, from what, like 14, 15 to like 18 years old, bullies and stuff like that. Do you continue that at community college? Because there's a lot of, you know, because it's that same thing again where you get to 12th grade. Whoa, did that camera just come on by itself? Did it? Or maybe Mooch just walked in front of it. And then you go to college and there's like adults and stuff there. Like I seen like adults and stuff at the community college. So I don't think I think that's where that stops. Oh, one tip of advice for college, don't be afraid to ask for help. That is absolutely true. So when I went over to the community college, I just was trying to take whatever. My friend Ryan at the bike shop, good example. There was a couple times where he was taking some classes. And like they'll let you take the classes, but that's not necessarily what you need. Blake did a really good thing where he went and saw a counselor and said, this is what I want to do, get me there the quickest, and they made a plan. You can really go to the college and sign up and just take whatever and just live in the system like Van Wilder for years. So yes, go ask for help, go ask for advice, because if you don't, you will just swim in that ecosystem forever. Mm-hmm. Hey Dan, I was just catching up from game night. Oh yes. I think I enlisted it. I don't even know if you can go back and watch it anymore. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And tomorrow night we'll be doing baking. If I can find white chocolate. Okay, wait. Jim Johnson saves the world. Saves the world. You wouldn't save the world. You'd burn it down. You'd be like, bye, armbar. Okay. The baker's chocolate I need white chocolate. So I was at the Stater Brothers, and then I was at Aldi yesterday because I went to the store twice, and I told the story last night. I had to go to the store twice, and I had no time because Jess's videos were baking. Oh my gosh, part 2 will be up right after this, 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock Pacific, part 2 of the Mackinac Adventure. Who saw part 1? Wasn't that fun? Will be up. I got it all finished and up late last night, so that'll be fun later. So in between rendering videos, I went to the store twice, and when I ran into the Aldi, I did like that white person power walk where I'm like power walking through the Aldi because I needed milk and I needed bread and I needed to look at the Aldi finds just to see. But I didn't go up the aisle to see if there was any chocolate, and I'm trying to like flash in my head to see to see if I see any white baker's chocolate. Crystal said it was at the Walmart, and the Walmart was across the street, but I had to get home. I did an illegal U-turn to get home fast, to get to the video so that I could set up, because I had no setup for the game night. Like I didn't have the green screen or anything up. So what was I talking about again? Oh yes, so I have to go get get baker's chocolate, but I don't know if I can go to Aldi and get it. I have to go to Walmart and get it. It's my only hope, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was Obi-Wan Kenobi all my life until maybe the Phantom Menace or something like that. When I saw it written down, that was Obi-Wan. I don't know, Obi-Wanton. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna have to get the baker's chocolate to save the day for getting baked with Crystal tomorrow, where she's gonna make, what is she making? She's making white cupcake, white brownies, white fudge. It's gonna be sugar squares. It's gonna be white with dark drizzle on it. That's all I know, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. Use the counselors. Yes, absolutely. Use the counselors. Okay, Hannah with the super chat. But it was hard for us on graduation day because sadly we lost 4 people in a bad accident and only one person survived from that accident. I'm not making fun of this like at all, and that's sad. But didn't that happen to all of us at high school? Like there was that unfortunate tragedy your senior year, where something bad happens and you're like, what the heck? Like I almost feel like it's a test. A test, but yes, everybody's got that just like, oh my gosh, moment. I feel like, or it could be just me, and that's awful. You know, it is awful, and I'm sorry, but like, end of high school is interesting. And here's the sad part. So junior high, I got my yearbooks. I didn't get any high school yearbooks because I didn't. Like, my parents put me in a private school for a half a semester until spring break, and they were so far ahead of me educational-wise, and I was so far below where I should have been educational-wise in public school that I didn't make it very long. I did not. It was hard. It was cool though. Fridays were cool because like you would go to church like half day, and then like they would just let you out of school half day. I'm like 15 years old, and they're like, you can leave campus now. Ooh, I hear something going on in the kitchen here. Let's put this camera back on. Then I went to AV High School over here, which was really like Gangster's Paradise from, you know, from that movie. Like it was crazy. I was never huge accidents in my high school, but half the freshmen got pregnant. So okay, so after like my junior, senior year or whatever, I went to like the homeschool thing, like where I would like I would show up for a couple hours a day, and I would do like whatever tests and work I would do, and then I would leave, and I'd be left to do my work on my own, right? Would you, like, you guys know me, why would you let me be in charge of my own destiny and I don't have to go to school all day, and when I do it's for like 2 hours? I went to high school across the street from the hockey rink that I worked at. I would bring my hockey stuff to school. I'd set it outside the classroom. I'd do my work. I'd grab my hockey stuff. I'd walk up the street, and I would just play hockey until we opened at like 4 p.m. I'd just go in there, and I'd just skate for hours and skate. So, oh man, it gets worse. So like, you would have these modules, right? What I was getting at is like all the girls that were in there. Okay, so all the people that were in this like class were like either people that were in trouble or pregnant, or, you know, like Dr. Philish. And then there's like me, like super naive, innocent Dan. So anytime I would befriend anybody, they were like Bart Simpson to me. They were doing all the crazy stuff that I wasn't doing, because I was a pretty innocent kid. And I always thought that was crazy. So you'd get your modules, you'd go home, you'd have to do, like, if you had a biology book, you'd have to do the first couple chapters, and you'd have to do all the homework for it, and you'd turn it in, you would get a test for it. And you would do that for each module. So I would just do it on my computer. I'd print it out. I'd turn it in. Big look at it, flip through it. Cool. I would take the test and hope to pass it. Then I would kind of skim through it. I wouldn't really study. Then I would take the same papers, reverse the orders, maybe change the date, print it out, turn it in, because I was running late one day. Then I realized they don't check it. So then I was just printing out whatever the heck I wanted. You see where the problem is, and turning it in. Maybe this is why I don't know about Pompeii, and turning it in. So I did that for 2 years of high school, of just turning stuff in willy-nilly. You know, so I just I didn't care. And then my dad died, and it was like a free excuse to like really not care. And then nobody cared, so then I just did that. It was great. Go on homeschool, you just turn in whatever you want. It could say all work and no play, and yeah, and I still didn't pass. Oh my gosh. But if you're the type of person that can handle that, if you're the type of person that's self-motivated, whatever that means, then you'd have a good time on there, and you'd probably graduate a year early. You probably would. All right, what a great topic, Dan. What a great topics. Okay, where can I hop into this conversation to read? I sent you the Instagram picture last night with the pic from the Walmart. There's a Great Value brand and the Ghirardelli brand. Is there a difference on the white chocolate? Because Crystal would never get the Ghirardelli brand. Maybe I should get the Ghirardelli brand just to see if it tastes better. Because she has no choice, because I'm the one going to the store. I had an interesting high school experience. I think we all did. I wasn't popular, and I wasn't not popular. I was just Dan. Like, I just bounced around from wherever I was at, and it was like never a thought to me until like I was older. I wish I could have done something like that in high school. I hated high school. I will not go to the reunions. Hannah, I wish we could trade. I missed high school. I missed that fun. I went to high school all the way through the halfway of my sophomore year. So I was in high school for a while before I switched to the homeschool. It sucked. I didn't know anybody anymore on campus. No proms, no dances, no fun, no lettering. I played a little bit of high school sports the freshman, sophomore year, and then after that, as soon as I found hockey, I was done. I was in hockey. No, I don't have any friends, really. I don't have any, like Marco and I are friends. You see when Marco comes in and stuff. We're friends from junior high. You never where I'm like, these are my high school friends. I don't. I missed out on so much, and I'm such a social person, but I was so lazy, and like there's no one to check the easy way out. I love the easy way out. Always the easy way out. That's me. So I missed out on so much stuff. Maybe that's why I would watch movies like Bring It On or She's All That and stuff, to see these experiences that I knew that I'd be good at. but I just didn't do it. So I would trade that in a second. You don't want that. I will not go to the reunions either. I don't know about my high school reunion. I would have graduated in 96 or 97 or 98. You choose. You choose which path. So I guess I would have. I don't know. Because would I be Friday Night Lights, or would I be like band person? So I feel like the unknown sucks. At least you guys knew it sucked, or you knew you liked it or didn't like it. I don't even know. I don't know. But I missed out on that, and I don't advise that you miss out on it, because the freedoms that you have are boring. There's nobody around. Your friends can't go hang out with you. It's like 10:30 in the morning, and I'm walking down the street to the hockey rink, and I'm trying to figure out who can come play hockey with me in this open hockey rink. Nobody. Everybody's in school and doing stuff. And then on Friday night, I had hockey friends, because that's where my group was hockey. All the other high schoolers and stuff were out doing their stuff. Like, I missed it all. And my graduation party was Beetlejuice themed. That is awesome. That is really super awesome. Hannah, have you watched the old Beetlejuice cartoons? They were so funny. I never been to any reunions. I see them on the Facebook page. And Crystal, she went to Quartz Hill. So Crystal went to the other high school on the other side of the town, like the little nicer part of town. It was Quartz Hill High School Rebels. And then now you can't be. They're not the Rebels anymore. Obviously. So, and which is weird, because like it's the west side of like we're like so far in California. I don't even know why they would call it the Rebels in the first place. We're so far removed from that. So she sees her like Facebook page with the graduate, or with the like the classes of her class, like 97 or 96 or whatever 97. And she's not excited about anything. And she went to high school. I went to my 10-year high school reunion. How was it, Brittany? Homeschool and tech trade school. No public indoctrination. I loved my trade school. Well, the trade school itself was a thing, but I highly recommend trade school. I do. I'm a big trade school fan. Does this thing keep going on? I'm having like Beetlejuice issues. I do recommend trade school. If you want to, if you're not going to go be a doctor or save the world somehow that requires some sort of brain surgery degree, you're just wasting your time. If you have to go take community classes to become something that you want, don't. No, I try to take classes to get my degree in a computer science or whatever it was, right? So I'm like, I'm just gonna get this, and I was good at computers. I was always just good at computers. I always had a computer in my hand, but I needed these certifications. I can't just be like, hey, like I grew up in a tech family, give me a job. I know more than most at the late 90s. You have to go and get certificates and stuff. So then I go to high school, or I go to the AV college over here, and now I'm signing up for history, and I'm signing up for English and math classes, because I have to get all these basics out of the way to take all these other classes, right? And I'm like, did you just not see like all the schooling I've done all growing up? What did you think I did? Sit home? Why? I mean, and it's not like I couldn't use another math class, but why did we have to go through high school just to start over again? Like they don't care about what happened below you, even though those don't take your transcripts, but you still have to take math 101. Stupid, right? What a waste of time. Just so in almost 2 years I can finally take 6 months of the core classes I need to get a piece of paper. It's so dumb. So I just went over to the tech school, and then I showed up to tech school and they were cool, and then I got what I needed to get a certification, and then as soon as they picked me out of there and drugged me over to NASA, then nobody cared about anything at all. Nobody cares about what I did in high school or anything after that. All they see is from there on up now. So I didn't go and waste all those years at school learning about stuff that is not required to get a degree. Like stuff like Blake's doing like tech school stuff. He's doing specific stuff in college and a small tech school thing he's gonna need, so he can have the degree to get a job out here at like Boeing or stuff like that, like working on computers and infrastructure. He doesn't need to go to a four-year college to get joked around a bunch. Mentally bad. I was going through a divorce. My classmates had good lives. I don't even know if my classmates would have good lives because I don't remember them. And the classmates that I did have, like I said, were all in the same area that I was in because they were either in trouble or they were pregnant, which was really weird. They really try to like shuffle you in the corner when you're pregnant back in the 90s. My high school mascot was the Confederates, and it was named Lee Davis after the Confederate generals. They just changed it last year finally, and a lot of alumni got so mad. I don't know what they did with the rebel. It was a cute little guy. He looked like, Yosemite Sam. He's running around with the flag. Like, I never knew anything about it other than like it was Dukes of Hazzard-y, because like I had watched that when I was a kid, so I didn't know. I don't know what they have now, if there's no flag or what kind of flag it's holding up. Yeah, I have a history degree and it's worthless. Doesn't even get me a higher wage offer. Good point. Crystal has a degree in psychology. She got her bachelor's in psychology. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. When I worked at NASA, oh, this is such a disrespectful story. When I worked at NASA, so I got hired there with no high school diploma, like maybe like my MCSE, like my Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer cert, and like what did I say, like my A+, and I'm working there shoulder to shoulder with people with master's degrees, and they did not like that. They did not like that at all. They did not like that I was there. And there wasn't just me. There was other me's. I wasn't just the only one. It was just young group that they didn't like, right? It was us young kids. But they didn't like the fact that, I looked like I was from the movie Half Baked, and they have a master's degree, and we were both working the same style of job. So they really put it, they really want you to have these degrees, but at the same time, you're bumping elbows with people right out of tech school. So I get it. I went to my 10-year. It was still cliquey. Everyone was in their little circles. One chick had 6 kids already, and the ditzy cheerleader was a neurosurgeon. Oh my gosh, haven't been to any other. That's so crazy. We had our reunion out here, but I think by the time I saw that one of my friends was in that Facebook group and it had already happened, and I saw some photos of it, I barely recognized anybody, and it was mostly the band people. Like, it was mostly the people from like the drama and the band people that were there. Dang, 6 kids. That's like Octomom, who lives out here in Palmdale. She actually lives, I'm sure I've been in the same supermarket with her at some point, but Octomom does live out here. Yeah, it's lost. I don't even know if I can mentally work on any company big enough for an HR person anymore. Very individualistic. Yeah, I was looking, I found something of my old certs the other day, and they're so far expired. Like, I was trying to figure out last year of like, oh man, kind of like, maybe I'll work in the computer industry. Even though after I left it, I'm like, I'm never coming back to the computer industry. Y'all people that can't fix your computers or can't use the computer correct are crazy. But I was looking into it to see like, what do I have? Like, what credentials do I still have left? Everything's gone. I took a practice test on there and I got like an 86. But there was a lot of new words and a lot of new like topologies of network stuff that I didn't even know. Chris has a BS in music, but he is in the computer technology industry. Right. Because you never know what you're going to be. You get your degree when you're in your early 20s. Look at Blake. Like, you don't know what he's going to be. You shouldn't know. Like, you're barely out of high school and you're barely out of like the clutches of childhood, and then you're like, I'm gonna pick something for the rest of my life. No, like I said, when I walked away from NASA, I went and printed parts at a print shop. I had like a very good like resume, like that showed like so much prestige of the stuff, and the Skunkworks logo and the NASA logo. Nope, I love computers and technology more than anything, but it sure isn't what I want to do from 9 to 5, and I want to be cranking on them and stuff like that. I never went back, so I get it. I don't, as much as I love computers all my life, and that was my destiny. Even though my parents said, oh, you should be a lawyer or something, and like, don't push your kids to be a shitty profession, Like, there's no reward for being a lawyer. No, you just argue all the time. There's no reward for being a police officer. All you are is an adult parent. That's it. Your whole job is just to make sure, is to be like, please don't do that. Look at a doctor. All you do is fix things all day. All you do is fix people's problems. Who wants to do that all day long? You gotta be a special breed. But my parents always pushed me to be like, try to be something like way above my like pay grade. It's like, you guys know me. I'm not gonna be a doctor or a lawyer. I can't. I forget the apostrophe and half of my words. Chris just said that he decided he needed to eat and found another field. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. Don't worry about it for like 10 more years. Don't worry about it. Look at me. I'm 42 years old and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm standing in my living room talking to you guys. Like, I don't know. Like, look, what's Blake gonna do? Blake kind of knows what he wants to do, but he could change his mind 10 times. And he should. He should be able to change his mind 10 times, and so should you. I'm turned 41 yesterday. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do when I grow up. Yes, me too. Me too. You get so much pressure put on you as a young person, but you have no data. Blake has got no life data. And he doesn't. He shouldn't have any life data for another 10 years. Well, he's 19. He shouldn't even have life data until he's like 30. Or even me, like I'm 40. I still barely have enough life data to barely might make better decisions. Otherwise, I am just as confused and as lost as when I was 16 years old. 16 years old. Wearing Blake's shirt that was sent by Di. So, the false pressure that we get put on ourselves, I think, really hurts when you sit there and, like, I remember after I quit the bike shop, there was, like, an 8-month period of, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I made no money. We went from, like, having money in our bank account to zero to being, like, $5,000 in debt like that. So, I was like, man, like, what I'm gonna do? Like, I sat there in a ball and couldn't figure out what to do as a grown adult. So it happens. I'm turning the dirty 30 and I don't know what I am doing. I had a panic attack when I turned 30. I had a full-on panic attack. 40 wasn't bad. 30 was bad. 30 was bad because I felt like a failure. And when you're a child and you look at yourself at 30, you're gonna already have a picket fence with 2 kids and a dog and everything's great and 401k and sipping lemonade while you're playing golf, and like none of that happened. My problem is I'm so anti-establishment that I don't really fit anywhere and people suck. Well, look, dude, you made it this far, like, so then keep it up. Keep it rocking. I'm starting to panic. For what though? Like, for what? You just don't, you know what it is? Just don't live outside your means. Like, I don't make much money at all. I probably make, out of all the, like, at the end of the month when I get paid, I make probably minimum wage. What's minimum? I probably make minimum wage, right? So, like I did at the, okay, I make the same as I did at the bike shop. What was I making at the bike shop? I think I was making $14, $13 an hour at the bike shop, $13.50. Or 14, maybe 14. For me running that bike shop, of all the stuff I did for 60 hours a week, I made like $14 an hour. I think the mechanics make more than me. So I'm matching my paycheck. I still got to pay taxes, but I'm matching my income, right? It's not much money at all. So I don't have any overhead. Like, I don't have a credit card bill. I have my only overhead is my Jeep, but I don't have a truck. I don't have boats. I don't have things because I don't live without my means. If I want that stuff, then I need to step it up. But if you could find a way just to like not have debt, don't have debt. They loved in the 90s and stuff like that. They love to give you credit card debt. They love to try to give you credit card debt. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No debt is good debt. I have no debt. I'm not in debt at all. I'm not. My credit card goes to zero every single month, and I don't make any money. I had a midlife crisis at 30 as well. 40 was no big deal, but I still don't know what I want to be. Still trying to find my purpose. That besides being a wife and mom. Yes, correct. Which that's full time in itself, right? So like, where are you gonna have the time? You know what? Just live life. That was my advice. These poor kids are so stressed out about like, because we've like I said, growing up, it's like, what are we gonna be and what are we gonna do? Who cares? There's food on the table. Like, my bills are paid. We're happy. I can't take a trip around the world, but if I want to take a trip around the world, I could improve. Like, I could try to level up to live that life. So as long as you just don't, like, aren't in debt, then I think you're good. Or don't live without your means. Don't have a grip of kids. I stopped with Blake. Don't have a grip of kids. So I have Blake. I can afford one kid. He wasn't not planned, but like it wasn't like, oh, this day I'm gonna like, we're gonna have a kid. No. Obviously it's like, oops, Blake, right? So I was always able to provide and take care of him and stuff. He's got like brothers and stuff at his other's house, and it's a little bit more chaotic, and it's a little less calm there because you got 3 boys and stuff like that, which is fine. But like if you can afford it, that's great. I can't afford it, so I made sure not to have any more kids, because then it would have been crazy, and then I would have been working 3 jobs, and then I wouldn't have been fun. Or I don't know, I look outside and I see multiple parent families or multiple kid families, and they're always yelling at their kids. That neighbor over there's always yelling at his kids, always. Are they just frustrated? Are they at wit's end? Is there too many kids? Like, what's going on? So if you live within your means, like, you could do whatever you like in life. I could probably leave here and go get a job at McDonald's and stop streaming and stop working for Jess. And it would be tight, but we would still be okay. So just don't go crazy. As long as you just don't go crazy and spend money. And if you want all these things, then you need to get a job that'll let you pay them. But when you don't have it, just chill. Just chill. But I don't have it figured out. What do I know? I don't have it figured out. But yes, 40 was hard. I'll be 42 in December, and I'm finally getting control of my life. Great. It's never too late to get your life together. Not at all. Not at all. No. Because all we see on TV is either like the super, super good or the super spiral out, chaotic chaos. But look at, most of you probably live like most of me, and it's just chill, right? Right? We're not running out and buying we're not running out and paying cash for a boat, but like, we could go on a boat ride, So there's that whole middle area there that we all just kind of bounce off of, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. I'm happy. I have all the stuff I need. I don't desire anything, or if I do want something, I know how many weeks until I can get it in my head. You just save up. I'll be 50 in a month. I had more problems with me turning 30 than I do with turning 50. Oh, that's right, because 50 will be coming for me soon. Sometimes in my head I'm going like, is this the way I'm supposed to act? Like, this is like, and my dad did not act like this at 42. Like, he did not at all. He was like old school. My parents were both old school. Like, they were old school. So like, I don't have a model, like a business model to follow of like, oh, am I acting my age? And then after a while, I just stopped caring. Mostly because I'm on here on the internet with you guys, so I don't care. But yeah, so who was it? Hannah that just graduated. Look at, like, don't worry about anything, because none of us know any better than you do. My advice to you is get a job that makes you happy, and when you start getting burnt out of your job, just go get another job, because you'll be stressed out and angry, or you'll have the same problems at every job. I was just like, when I left NASA, I was like puking on the weekends because I was so stressed out. And then when I left the bike shop, I was just about as stressed out. Then I realized it's me, not the jobs. So be careful for that. But go get a job that makes you happy till it doesn't anymore, and then go get another job. And then don't care what anybody else thinks. I'll be 53 in August. I act like I'm 18. Yeah, see, it's just child Dan for me. And acting your age is overrated. It is. See, I just got back into anime. See, it's never too late. And that's one thing I try to show Blake. Like, I try to be as unparental parent as I can to show him that, like, I'm just a human being. Because like I've said this before, like, my dad was cool, but my dad was very much a parent. Like, I didn't know his favorite color. I didn't really know what he was into too much, a little bit here and there. Like, I didn't know in depth about him at all. He was just an authoritative figure before he died. And I'm the opposite with Blake. Blake needs to know that, like, look, dude, like, your adults are fallible, and they're just human beings that screw up all the time, and they're just big kids. And so he has got a better basis of how to treat adults, Do what you love what you do. No, I don't like that, though, Melissa. And not in a bad way, like, I'm not challenging you, but, like, I don't know. No, I love computers. I worked at NASA. I don't want to work in computers anymore. I love being a content creator. I love doing the live streams. I love doing that stuff. As soon as I started following into the books, this is the how you have to do it and stuff like that, it became no fun for me. It became work. So that's why I kind of set some of the stuff down. And then you see this kind of Dan on here and not so formulaic, because it was starting to drive me crazy. So for me, I couldn't do what I love for a living because it drives me. It eventually becomes your enemy. I didn't mind bikes. I worked at a bike shop for 4 years, a little over 4 years. I never want to see another bicycle again. No disrespect to the bikes or the bike shop job that I love. Like, I had such a great time there. I don't. So for me, I don't feel do what you love what you do is a thing. I feel like everything has a life cycle, everything, and you will be burned out of your job, your career, your life, your family. At some point, everything gets burnt out, and it's up to you to figure out how to renew that contract and keep it going. But I would love to have that attitude of do what you love what you do. But I feel like I've tried it twice, and I can't figure it out. Let's see. Last week we slept in the back of our truck in a parking lot. How old are we? Ha ha ha. Die. What'd you do that for? I haven't been able to find a decent happiness job in years. Tried a bunch of different industries, just don't fit in. It doesn't matter, dude. Like, okay, so I worked at the hockey rink. We were understaffed. I worked at the block shop. We were understaffed. I worked at NASA. We were understaffed and stressed out. I worked at the other print shop. We were understaffed. I worked at the bike shop. We were understaffed. Like, I've never worked in, but the environment, you know, we'd all just joke around and stuff like that. But the environments have been the same in every single industry and every single thing that I've been into. Understaffed, underappreciated. You always have the coworkers that aren't happy. So is there a good work environment? Do you guys work in a great work environment that's staffed? That's like staffed correctly? Even here I'm understaffed. I need like one more person. Dan, this turned into a real life talk. I have no idea where I was supposed to go with this. I have nothing for the Daily Dan today. I did the stream last night and yesterday morning. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's the opposite way. I have like bad Jeffree Star hair today. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just talking and hanging out. It's hard because, like, yesterday the week of Daily Dan should have ended. We had the victory fish tank with bonus balloon. And, like, where do you go from here? Happy Thursday, everyone. What do you think that guy did with that fish tank last night? I wonder. You think he cleaned it out and he's got Nemo living in there? Could be. Sorry, I don't have very good reading comprehension. I was trying to read, and then I didn't read that word right, and I was reading it again, and I'm like, oh shoot, live stream. Yes. Oh man, every place I've ever worked at for 4 years has been understaffed. All my life. Yeah. Yes. It's interesting. Okay. I don't know what kind of rabbit hole we went down. Hannah, you kind of made me snap out of it, but of what we were talking about, I don't know. Dan was on a train once. Oh, I know. Lady Cat says, when I moved to Austin in 2019 and had no job, and 3 weeks later I got this job now. I'm being paid the highest I've ever been paid, and people who care, awesome. I'm glad. I'm good. Good job. Good. But yes, that is everywhere. You know, I would be friends with the people at the brewery because the brewery was right up the street from the bike shop, and it's the same. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing at every place. Understaffed. You get the same complaints. Like I said, everything has a life cycle, and you just have to carry on to something else. I mean, what will come next after this? I don't know. I didn't know what was going to come next after the print shop, which was the bike shop. You know, so we all just move along, I guess. Now life therapy with Dan. No, you don't want my opinions. My opinions are scattered. My opinions are scatterbrained. So someone took the fish tank finally. Yes, my life's wicked adventure. Somebody came yesterday and took the fish tank and the balloon. They left with a smile. I was like and subscribe. No, I said thank you, and then he gave me the fist bump. I played it for Crystal yesterday, who was not as amused as I thought she would be. But I was pretty amused. It was one of the best things ever. Come here. What's up, Mooch? What's up, old man Mooch? What's up? You want some snuggles? Old man Mooch here. What's up? What's up, old man? You want chicken nuggets today? But I said I wasn't going to get chicken nuggets. The $6 balloon, that was the saddest part. And that's what Crystal said too. She's like, so you bought a $6 balloon and you didn't even get to go return it? I was like, nope. So basically I spent $5.99 plus tax for someone to take that fish tank. I think maybe they had kids with reptiles. Dang, that's a leap. I'm going with Steve's theory that he's gonna just flip it and turn it and sell it. It was good. It was a good tank because the water didn't sit in it. It only had a little bit of brackish water in it, so it was good. Yes, Crystal was thinking you spent $6 to give away a free tank. No, but she gets it. Like, we were doing it on the show and it's production value. I can look, technically I can write off the fish tank. I think I put it on my Apple Card, so I think I can write off the fish the balloon for the fish tank. I can write it off as like props. You okay, Mooch? He just wants to be held. I know. You do whatever it is you want there. Quiplash is the easiest, most fun of the Jackbox games. The others usually take more time and take too long to finish. A little bit. There was this murder mystery room one that was really fun, but it's hard because a lot of people just gotta watch. Like, they're long games. But I keep looking for stuff like Quiplash, something that's kind of quick and easy. Nothing else like that. Yes, a 99-cent store has balloons. The Dollar Tree has balloons. They just weren't open yet. Like, I had to get the balloon at like 7 in the morning before the show started, so I was forced to pay blood money for a balloon that, like, all the hot air was out of it in a day. Yeah, Dr. Detroit, you tore it up last night. You tore it up. What are you holding on? What's going on? What's going on here, old man? He's just old man mooching it. Oh my gosh! So after the Daily Dan here today, I gotta run to the store to get like the baker's chocolate and stuff like that, and it's kind of nice just to leave for a minute to go out, but then I have to edit Jess's video, and then that's it. Oh my gosh, hopefully I can just like shut off today. You went down? Yes, when I was growing up, the goal is to have one job for 30 to 40 years and retire with a pension. Not me, and I don't think it happens often. I'm a little scared. I have no 401k. I have no pension. I have no anything other than just like a savings and some Dogecoin, right? So I don't have anything of that. And I remember, so when I got that job at NASA, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but I'm not sure if I've talked about this part. So when I got the job at NASA, I was 22, right? And it was the first job that I got where like I realized that adults lie. Like I'm so like respectful to like the adults as far as like when an adult says something, it's fact and law. It's an adult. They're the voice of truth. So when I started working at when I started working at NASA, I started seeing people lie to me. So when I first got there as an IT guy, I'd go to my computer, I would see that you at your building across the street can't log into, let's say Facebook. Not true, because you can't use Facebook there. Facebook didn't even exist back then. So I'd go over there, I'd help you out, I'd give you the permissions you need or do whatever and stuff like that. So I can see logs, I can see histories, I can see stuff. I'm a computer guy. I know more than you at computers. Not you at home. The person that I'm there fixing it, I can see. So they would start lying to me and starting to say stuff, and I never did this and I didn't do that, and I could see logs that show otherwise. So it was really crazy at NASA to like learn that like adults lie, so after I learned that, I started going to other people's desks. So I'd visit 10, 12 people a day. And I'd start looking around their cubicles, and I would see like 40 years of service, 35 years of service, 20 years of service, 10 years of service. The turnaround is just, in those 10 years, just too much turnaround, too much people coming and going and no longevities. Because we're all trained, at like, you have to have this career for 30, 40 years. In job interviews, it was always like, my number one thing was job longevity. Like, I want to be here for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, forever if I could. And that's not the way it is anymore. But I did notice that on the walls, you started seeing less and less of higher years of people being in that job before they're flipping you for somebody else. Remember those trivia units when sports bars first got big in the 90s? Oh my gosh, I do. That's what is needed in the app, so as many people can play along as they want and interact and have fun. Okay, let's flip tracks real quick to that. Okay, so there's that thing Oh my gosh, I think Mueller tried to play it one time. There's this game thing where I can make the trivia questions and I can stand in front of the green screen and I can talk about it and you guys can answer them at home. The problem is I have to program every question with every answer in there. So I would have to do like 200 questions for a show. Everybody at home could have the app. The question and the answer would pop up on your phone, and I could still green screen behind the screen that's showing it. And I think Crystal plays the question, and you guys gets the answer, and it'll show who got it, and there's a leaderboard and stuff like that. So there is something to that degree, but I have to sit down there and manually put all the questions, all the answers in, and the graphics. But there is something that does that. And I was looking into that for a while. It just looked like it was complicated. Like I could do like one a year. I like Crystal's. I like our spelling idea, and I like the true false idea. Kahoot. Yes, it was Kahoot. Okay, so in Kahoot, I can get it. Like I can go in there and make a game show game, so we can all play at home. So I do want to do that at one point, but that is a lot of hours. I worked 30 years at one job, then retired early at 55 years of age. See, that's cool. That's kind of cool. But like I worked like only a handful of jobs and a long time at every job. I don't think I've ever worked a job under 4 years. I've never worked a job under 4 years. Yeah, it needs a random question generator. Right, it does. Another game that would be fun would be Cards Against Humanity, but the biggest drawback is the cards are so random you might get demonetized, and we don't want that to happen. I don't know if I would get demonetized for cards or not. I'm not sure. I was telling Crystal that I would love to do a board game night, since I have the equipment to like, you guys would be able to see it well, and I would love to figure out a way for the audience to vote on what we do. Like you guys get your Monopoly piece or your life piece or whatever, and then we play for the audience to see if the audience wins. I thought that would be cool. I thought it would be fun for us to play Scrabble against Crystal, and you would have a camera view faced on my letters, and you guys could help me spell words in the chat. Crystal just wouldn't look at the chat. She would just be playing on her end. And you guys could help me spell words in the chat to try to beat her at Scrabble. Because when we play Scrabble, I only get 3-letter words. Oh yeah, Jess loves Catan, but Catan's too long, and like you guys would just sit there and watch. Like I want to do like practical board game night, but I think that it would be fun to do like Scrabble where you guys can help me, or I could play for you guys, you know, and I make the move for the audience. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm not really fully signed off on this game night thing yet, so I'll see. Imagine playing Mario Kart with Crystal. Oh yeah, that's happened. Or Battleship. I have Battleship. We could do Battleship where you guys help me pick the pieces. That's a good one, Battleship. And I can have the camera on our thing, and we could play against Crystal or Blake or something like that. That would be good. Loki, you and I are on the same boat. Or ship. Nice, Dr. Detroit. So, Mario Kart with Crystal. We used to do Mario Kart stuff. There's some streams of Mario Kart. It's pretty much just F-bomb Crystal. She really has sailor mouth when we play Mario Kart. We used to do it. We all have switches and stuff like that. The only hard part is like only 8 people can get in. And then like think about it this way. 8 people can get into play. It's going to be Crystal, me, Steve's going to be there, Jess is going to be there. Right away, 4 people to take it up into that room. And then whoever else 4 can get in. Like, and there's like not even watching it unless you watched it on my screen. So I feel like I didn't throw the can away, and Mooch is over there licking the can of cat food off the counter. I feel like it would be boring for people to watch, and that's what I'm afraid of. You saw how many people interacted in the audience. I'm afraid that it's just boring to watch other people play Mario Kart. And she really hates losing. Yeah, a little bit, but not maybe to you. I think she really hates you losing to you because you were really good at the game. I thought 12 in Mario Kart. Oh, okay. So maybe that is a little bit better. But what do we do after that? Because then it gets quiet and we're trying to talk. So I don't know. And me. See, so everybody would be getting into the game. I guess it would kind of be fun. We could try to do a Mario Kart. I just don't know if that many people want to sit and watch it. I think you could play Monopoly on. Or Uno online. Okay. These are all good options because I don't want to just play Quiplash every time. I want it to be fun and dynamic. Also, I'm trying to figure out something better. I don't like sitting on the couch. I don't like that. It feels like lazy and sloppy, and I don't feel comfortable. I'm trying to have the vibe of it's game night. Like, we're in our living room, it's game night, but I don't like sitting down. I think you need to cap up around 20 players depending on overall audience size. They would just have to get into the game. Like, you have to just get into it before it closes, I guess. But that's you know, I like the setup of you and Crystal on the couch playing because it looked comfy plus very casual. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do, so I drug my computer over in front down there. I put the green screen behind it. You guys saw it. And then I had a table underneath for us to be able to, like, eat and stuff like that. So it just felt weird. But that's like the base setup now until I figure something else. I enjoyed being in the audience, and I like that because there's no pressure. You get the vote, but yet you don't have to come up with all the weird and funky names for stuff. Let's there's cats in there. This camera's being funky over here. I don't know what's going on. I just got done messing with all my computer stuff, and I don't get why it's being crazy. Is that better? It is not. It is not better. I like how you can interact via audience. Yes. So for a formula of a game, Quiplash is perfect. A perfect formula for a game. But like, I would like to do something else besides Cards Against Humanity. And that's the thing. Like, I got so burnt out on that game. That's all you would do. You go to your buddy's house or do anything, and it was always Cards Against Humanity. And like, I can only talk about Barack Obama's BBD so much before it's kind of boring. I used to be a WoW, but I was a terrible lock. I did WoW for a lot of years, and I was a no mage. I did DPS. I was an ice mage though, so everybody wanted me to respec fire, but I was a no mage. Karazhan was great. What's the trivia Jackbox game? You can get 4 people in the Jackbox game, but here's the thing about playing Jackbox. There's a delay on the stream by a little bit, and they're reading the questions. You got to answer fast and stuff like that. So like, you would have to like pay attention to the screen and not the stream, and it's just clunky. It's just clunky because it's fast. When we play Quiplash, I go into Quiplash and I hit streamer mode, and it makes the timers longer. Oh, please don't come back, hiccups. It makes the timers longer, and it makes it a little bit easier for people at home that are on all different levels of internet, capabilities. Y'all can play the game of life. I can, and we will. We'll play some board games. We'll have a top-down camera because I want it to be practical too. I'm tired. Like, I stare at a computer screen for so many hours that like I didn't want to sit there and stare at more Quiplash. Y'all could do a Zoom thing to see everybody's faces playing. I don't know, Melissa. A lot of people have been asking me for Zoom calls so they can like hang out too. But from what I can tell, Zoom is just another word for zoo. And I don't know if I can like control a zoo, because it would be a zoo. We can brainstorm this. Yeah. Guess I should get out of here. 60 degrees out, so it's nice out. This might be my last nice day before we start getting into the high 90s and hundreds. Ugh. I know, fun, right? All right, off to the store I go to find white chocolate. It's a nice day for white chocolate. And it's not even, like, I don't like white chocolate anyway, because it's just a lie. But the baker's chocolate really tastes like nothing. So Chris will have no worries about me eating it before it gets home. It's nice out here. Yeah, good. Okay, that's it. I guess I should wrap up the Daily Dan since I've just been yapping and I really don't have anything else to say. Guys, thank you guys so much for showing up. There was no Daily Dan tomorrow, but tomorrow night we'll be back for Getting Baked with Crystal, and then Saturday night we'll be back for Dan Takes the Game show, and then Monday we'll be back here for the Daily Dan again, where I will have to figure out another gimmick to try to top that fish tank giveaway. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun for something that was so just dumb. And thank you to taking my fish tank, because you'll give it a good home. Red Velvet is a lie. That is true. That is true too. So, all right, everybody, have a good day. Thank you for coming to the Daily Dan. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support and for you guys showing up every morning. Even though some days we have topics and some days we just talk about whatever. Monday we discuss the meaning of life. Something that I have not figured out. I don't know. I should delete this episode like I did game night. Oh my gosh. I'm sad about missing the fish tank thing. You don't have to. It's about 55 minutes in to yesterday's episode. If you want to go back and play yesterday's episode, it's right around 55 to 58 mark where they pull in and then they take the fish tank and they give it a good home. They give it a good home. So all right, everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys next time on the Daily Dan.